Hello everyone, it's your boy Minato here, and I'm bringing you back with another Dokkan Battle video. Today we're actually going to be taking a look at a few concepts I have for the upcoming 7th anniversary. So at this point, the 7th anniversary, we're making a ton of content, and right, it's very close to happening. It's less than a week away, the banners to drop. The live stream is going to be on the 29th, around like 6 p.m. Pacific time or so. Again, we'll be doing stuff like that on 5 Night Gaming as well, as long as my own channel, so feel free to go ahead and check us out on both of those. But before we go on, we're just going to be it's going to be a longer video than usual, I feel like. I'm going to be going over all my concepts for what I think some of the units are going to be, what I think their designs could look like potentially, and then some sort of like concepts for some of the easy A's that I feel could also come during the celebration. So I kind of made an outline of the celebration in a sense. So feel free to strap in. And before we continue on, if you're enjoying this content, if you like more content of this, feel free to leave a like, and feel free to subscribe if you want. No pressure though. Let's go ahead and hop right into this. So obviously 7th anniversary, my concepts and prediction for the Dokkan Battle Year 7 anniversary, Units Easy A thread. So let's go into the first section right here. So part 1, the dual Dokkan Fest banners. I believe the dual Dokkan Fest banners would be something like this. I think it'll be Tech Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan God Vegeta as the SSR. Then they awaken into Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Goku, Blue Goku, and then Blue Vegeta, right? At the dual unit. Very similar to the Legends unit that had come out recently. If you guys, actually, I guess I could bring it up as a visual here, but the Dragon Ball Legends Blue Goku Vegeta, literally right there, this guy right here, this version of this character, right? That's basically what I'm thinking. And then just a dual Super Saiyan 4 unit when they're in LR. As a SSR, there'll be Super Saiyan, just Super Saiyan 1, right? The SSRs aren't really too important, right? But I just wanted to notate that's what I think it could be. I guess it'll be good for, like, the T-Wars, I guess. If they stay Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God, which would be cool, to get a T-War version of these characters. But yeah. So first and foremost, here's this character I was talking about. So this is the Banner A. There's two banners, obviously. It's dual Dokkan Fest. Banner A is Tech Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta. I made him Tech. I guess I'll bring up legendary power right here. I might be bringing up stuff during the video and stuff like that, right? But if you like a legendary power, I feel like Tech, Super Tech, just in general, would definitely like more help. And even if you look at Fierce Battle as well, I feel like Super Tech, this Dokkan Fest, I feel like we could use more of. I mean, we got you recently. We got the Kale and Caulifla, and then before Kale and Caulifla, we got Tech Gohan. So I feel like it's been a little quiet with Super Tech Dokkan Fest, right? Not like, the most worst thing ever, right? We got 2 of them recently, but I think that we could definitely see more Super Tech Dokkan Fest, so that's why I did make them Super Tech. Their stats right here, pretty solid stats overall. And let's hop right into the actual unit themselves. So their leader skill, for the new leader skill, I decided on Destined Rivalry. So Destined Rivalry would be basically just like kind of all Goku and Vegeta's, essentially, in a sense, right? And, any kind of rivalry type situation going on, like Goten and Trunks, for example, would be on that category. So just like, you guys kind of get the point of that, right? It's mostly going to be Goku and Vegeta's that I'm focusing on, though, which is why, both Goku and Vegeta would both be in the categories together, especially as dual units. So I think that would be a really good team. And the final trump card as well. So final trump card, obviously, if we take a look at the final trump card category team, we don't have a new leader for this guy since the 5th anniversary units. And these guys aren't the greatest anymore. I'm sure everyone knows at this point. They're not really the greatest units anymore. So it'd be good to finally get a new leader for this category. I feel like this category could definitely use a new leader, right? Which would be very cool. And along with that, they gave Key 3 and 150% of stats. I added an additional sex right here. So movie heroes category allies get an additional key 1 and 30% HP attack and defense. So there is a change with the leader skills and how they're going to work in the database. Now they could do more things like this, which I feel like it'll be very interesting to see how to handle these leader skills. I expect to change the leader skills somehow, even if it's triple categories like this. That I expect something like this, but we'll see. I think that'll be pretty cool. So in turn, if you're movie heroes and Destined Rivals, or movie heroes and final trump card together, you get a total buff of 4 key and 180% to stats. So pretty cool. I think that'd be nice. There's super tag effects. Raises attack and defense 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal damage, and seals super attack. His 18 key, they greatly raise attack and defense 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal damage. So this 18 key super attack is, I envision to be this attack right here, where they're doing the Gallic Gun Kamehameha. This one could be really just be a random like combination, something like that. I added the seal just because I feel like the seal would be cool, right? Just make a little more interesting things and abilities. The passive skill, they get attack and defense plus 107% at the start of turn. Year 7, of course. They get an additional 7% attack and defense up to 70%, and key plus 1 up to 7 with each attack performed. I based that off of very similar to Tech Vegeta Blue, or just in general the 5-year fusions. When they go blue, they build up over time. This kind of crashed right there. They build up over time, right? Especially Vegeta Blue with his key and attack and defense. I think just making him like a better version of that definitely could be good, right? Especially for long events. And I feel like their attack and defense is high enough for shorter events, because along with that, they also reduce damage received by 30%, so it's the same as the other duo units that we got for the Goku and Vegeta, except for the Tournament of Power one. But you know, the Buu Saga ones, the ones that actually fuse into Gogeta and Vegeta, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? They perform an additional attack which has a high chance to become an additional super attack. Then they get super effective against all types, and they get a medium chance to evade enemies' attack when their key is 24. So essentially, when they're at max key, they could really explode with damage, and they can start dodging, which is pretty cool. The medium chance is not the greatest thing ever, but again, super effective, plus like the fact they get triple super, and that damage reduction. I feel like that's a lot already to hand on top of the great razor and super attack for 1 turn. And they'll be looking very, very strong, I feel like, just at the start of battle. It's really the 30% damage reduction that I feel like pushes them really to be a very good turn 1 unit, even though they are building up over time, right? Now, their active skill condition. They can use their active skill when they perform 4 more attacks during the battle, and it resets after last usage. So as you see right here, it can be used multiple times, right? So you know how like LR Turles, his active skill can be used multiple times. Similar to this, well, his active skill can be used twice, right? What happens is when you attack 4 times, you can use the active skill, and it's an active skill super attack, massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage, and then they get a permanent key 3 and 18% attack and defense for the rest of the battle. What that is it's them, it's the fighters, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 Kamehameha, or I guess for this one, the blue Gogeta Kamehameha, right? Where, if you guys, I'm sure everyone has seen the blue Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta dramatic finish. It'll be that attack basically, right? So they're gonna fuse during the active skill. They'll do fuse back into this unit, right? And then they do this major attack and get a lot of extra attack and defense. You can use it multiple times, so every 4 attacks you do, you can use it. Of course, you just need to, it doesn't like stack, so like for example, say you do 8 attacks and you haven't used the active skill yet, you can't do it twice in the same turn. You would need to use it and then it resets, right? Obviously, just to clarify that, right? I know a lot of people want the fusions, like just standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Blue Gogeta. Well, I think, you know, definitely is very likely they could even just fuse after a few turns into them. I feel like this anniversary just really feels like to me more like Goku and Vegeta over like Gogeta or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? I mean, there's still Gogeta in here obviously because the fusions are high, but I think it's likely that they may not even just stay fused. Personally, I would say it's at the same time like likely that they do fuse. I think it's like a 50-50 chance, right? We'll have to wait and see though. And then just next is the link skills. So Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Godly Power, Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Just a great link set. And then they're all on all these category teams. I'm not gonna bother reading all of them, but they're a bunch of teams. So yeah, that's my concept for the first dual Dokkan Fest units. Next, we're gonna go into the banner unit. So the banner unit I decided to go for is Super Saiyan Blue Goku. This is the Blue Goku that fought Broly. He's the one that actually I guess I could pull up the Legends wiki again, but it's his blue card. If you guys know, if you guys have seen like Legends, this guy's blue card is like the Cosmic Rush. It's when he does that like combo, then ends off with the blast, and then like he's holding his right arm with his left arm, right, and he's kind of like smirking right there. That's what I was thinking of in his super attack, right? So that's why I gave him greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn, cause immense damage. I gave him key 3 and 180% attack and defense at the start of turn. He guards guaranteed against all attacks. He gets an additional 59% attacking defense when attacking, but he has to collect 4 more key spheres. He gives the Destined Rivalry category key 3 and 40% attacking defense. He changes the random type of key sphere to Rainbow when he's facing a Pure Saiyans category enemy. So he's doing a lot. He's supporting, he's guarding, he gets the Rainbow Orb changing when facing Pure Saiyans. There's a lot going on here, and he could probably, I feel like he could do very, very good stats, right? It'll be a very strong slot 1 unit, and he does share, like, he has Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Godly Power, Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. He does share Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Godly Power, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle with the LR, right? So he's basically going to be like their best partner, right? Their best friend. That's what he's kind of designed to do. And he'll be a perfect slot 1 unit for these guys being in slot 2, if anything, right? Though I think these guys could obviously work very well as a slot 1 unit. But yeah, there's my Blue Goku. Obviously, for the banner B Dokkan Fest, we know it's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. And this concept specifically at the very least. So right here, they're very, very similar in design. So I'm not going to spend as much time really talking about them. I'll just highlight the stuff that's different. So they have basically the same leader skill, except this part is GT Heroes. So it's GT Heroes and Destined Rivals, or GT Heroes and Final Trump cards. So for example, Final Trump card, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You know, for the Destined Rivals categories, we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, GT Super Saiyan Goku, GT Super Saiyan Vegeta. Those units will get the extra buff, right? It might not be as expansive as the, I believe I did movie heroes for this one, right? It might not be as expensive, but I feel like it's pretty similar, right? It's not like the most difference, right? Super attack effects are the same. For the first 3 parts of the passive, they're the same up to here. So now they only perform a normal attack. They can't do a super attack, but they guarantee to do an additional normal, so it can help build up their passive. But here they have a high chance to evade enemies' attack and counter with tremendous power. Now, when they get their 24 key, they get a great chance instead to evade enemies' attack and counter, and then they also become super effective. So this guy right here, this guy could triple super and be super effective, but this guy can get a great chance to counter and be super effective, and he still does the additional normal. So I think I kind of balanced it out right there. Obviously it's all RNG in the end, right? But I feel like giving them the great chance to be very good, right? And then their active skill condition. They could use their active skill again. It's the same thing, basically. 4 more attacks, resets, massively raise attack, cause ultimate damage, and then they get the key 3 and 80% attack and defense for their battle. Keep in mind that this stacks permanently, right? So if you use it twice, you get key 6 and 36% attack and defense. So on and so forth, right? So these guys are going to be disgusting when they pop like 1 or 2 of these active skills out, wow, right? So yeah, that's pretty much them. They're very strong. Again, their link set is just more GT orientated, so Super Saiyan, Saiyan Roar, Kamehameha, GT, Priv Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. I actually kind of might like their link set better, because Saiyan Roar and GT are very, very powerful links, but the other ones is pretty good too, right? And again, they're more so on just the GT categories like Giant Power, Shadow Dragon Saga, GT Heroes, those type. They're even on Battle Fate, because for some reason Gogeta Blue is not Battle Fate. Obviously, you could tell that they're on these fusion, like time limit fusion categories because of the active skill. Since they fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the active skill and do the Fighters Kamehameha. I should have clarified that it's Fighters Kamehameha here, but yeah, that's what I think. Of course, the bounty unit, I made a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, just like the other one was a Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Again, very similar in design. I'll highlight the differences. Instead of guarding, he gets 44% damage reduction. He supports the Kamehameha category team, key 3 and 40% attacking defense, which obviously is very powerful, right? Kamehameha doesn't have a 3 key 40% attacking defense support, so this guy would be very relevant for a very long time, right? Then I give him an additional guaranteed super attack when he's facing an extreme class enemy. Now this is going to be less often than the Rainbow Orb changing, because Pure Saiyan enemies are much more common, right? But I feel like this might be, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a more powerful effect, but it's definitely a very strong effect. Guaranteed double supers are very, very powerful effects. Again, his links are more so GT orientated than he's on GT categories. So just like the Blue Goku, this guy will be a good slot 1 unit for the LR, right? Because they'll share Super Saiyan, Saiyan Roar, GT prepared battle and fierce battle, right? So those are a couple of links right here. Keep in mind that this guy actually, this unit is not on Kamehameha, but I believe this unit is on Kamehameha. Because, actually no, this should be in Kamehameha, right? Where are the links at? Oh, let's see. No, they aren't Kamehameha, never mind, okay. Don't mind me, right? Okay, next we have, okay, I just kind of messed it up right here. Next we have the Easy Ace. So these are going to be the easy units I feel like are going to come in part 1. So Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I know everyone is excited for Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? His leader skill is the Fusion category Key 3, HP attack and defense plus 170%. Obviously that just makes sense. He greatly raises attack and defense 1 turn, causes immense damage, and his attacks become super effective. He gets Key 4 and 180% attack and defense. I have been throwing out this 180% a lot. I feel like that's just a good number to have, 180%. Especially, I feel like there's going to be a lot of power creep in this 7th anniversary. So, just push these units, like, beyond their limit, right? He gets Extreme Class Allies, attack and defense minus 30%. And then, obviously, he still has a great chance of evading enemies' attack and countering. It doesn't seem like there's, like... So, what I added to his kit is, obviously, to just give him a lot more starter turn attack and defense. I gave him this right here. I upped the debuff 5%, and then I made him super effective. I guarantee you guys that alone plus his stats are he's gonna be like a monster. He's gonna be disgustingly good. I would say he's probably gonna be better than the Int one, honestly. In my opinion, he just straight up better than the Int one at this point. Which I would probably prefer, right? Just for this guy to be just a better alternative, or at least on a similar level, right? The Int one might be better as a slot 1 unit though. Simply because the M1 gets like all of his defense at the start of turn except for his great raise. But this guy also does have debuff, so we'll see, right? I think he's a good concept, so I think he looks pretty good. So obviously AGL Super Gogeta, I feel like it's also going to easy for part 1. So those two will easy together, right? I gave him the Movie Heroes category Key 4 and 170% to stats, or Fusion Key 3 and 170% to stats, right? He greatly raises attack and defense 1 turn, causes immense damage. He gets 150% attack and defense. His attacks are super effective against all types. He has a high chance to evade enemies' attack. And then he stuns the attacked enemy for 2 turns within the same turn after evading an attack. So what essentially, say he's in slot 1, right? In slot 1, he dodges an attack, right? So he has to be in slot 1 to get this, right? But if he dodges an attack, and once he attacks the enemy, they are guaranteed to stun it for 2 turns, which is a very, very potent ability for Super Battle Road. And that's the thing, because obviously, this guy you're going to see in shorter events, right? For the most part. You're not really going to see Blue Gogeta in shorter events. That's why I gave him the stun ability. I feel like it could be very helpful for him. Next, we have Blue Gogeta here. He now greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, causing immense damage, better for longer events. Give him Key 4 and 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, so this is the same as actually the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He performs a guaranteed crit. He has still a high chance to evade an enemy's attack, but now, when he evades the enemy's attack, he reveals the enemy's super attack for 3 turns. So, what happens is he evades the attack, then for the turn after, then the turn he's back on, given he's on a rotation, he reveals super attacks. It's very busted ability, I feel like. Obviously, you have to get to turn 4, I believe, to get it. I mean, it could be turn 4 or 5. With that ability, I think turn 5 might be better, but why not 4 turn, right? Just give him the 4 turn, right? Why not? This might be too much of a busted ability, honestly. Like, this is a disgusting ability. Like, revealing enemy super attacks for 3 turns. The only reason why I made it 3 turns is because a lot of these bosses end up disabling your dodge in the last phase, right? So, I made it 3 turns so that you could actually see it for the first 3 turns of those bosses, and it'd make him good against them, even though they disable dodge. Extra concept right here. So Extreme Z area, Fusion Dance Warriors Part 1. Just easy, these 2 guys just add more buffs to the Fusion team. I think that'd be cool, right? For some of these easy A's, then make concepts, because there's like 18 units. I'm not gonna that's way too much, right? I think these units could sub Easy A. The reason why I feel like they could all sub Easy A is because they all awaken in the year 2017 with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta medals, the year 2 ones. And obviously these 2 guys right here I feel like could also get sub Easy A's. That would be very cool. Like, imagine 6 sub Easy A's like that. That'd be very insane. I'd love to see that. These 2 could be pretty good. But all of these could be really good, actually. In particular, this Goku, he does have the 50% attack raise on super attack. So he'd get 50% attack and defense for 3 turns if they change that. So that'd be pretty cool, right? Now, we have part 2. Part 2 right here. We're already 20 minutes in. Oh, boy. We have part 2 right here. So I think it's going to be full power Broly and Omega Shenron. I think that just makes sense if it's going to be those 2 units in part 1, right? So with Broly right here, I give him Exploding Rage or Full Power categories, Key 4 and 1, 7% stats. These teams need it, no matter what. Just these teams need it, right? Gave him Raise Attack and Defense 1 turn, cause Colossal damage. Then Greatly Raise Attack and Defense for 1 turn, cause Mega Colossal. Oh yeah, one thing to point out is that these two, I didn't really point out, but these two do Mega Colossal in both 12 key and 18 key. So that's something to really note right there compared to normal LRs, obviously. I messed it up again. Okay. Anyways, I gave him Key 3 and Defense 180% start a turn. He gets 180% attack when performing a super attack. He performs an additional attack which has a high chance to become a super attack. Gets Key 1 up to 4 and then Defense plus 10% up to 40% with each attack he receives. Then reduces damage received by 40% when he's facing a Pure Saiyan or Realm of Gods category enemy. Obviously, a lot of the times you're going to be facing Pure Saiyans and Realm of Gods enemies. I feel like very, very often you're going to be facing those type of enemies, right? Just makes a lot of sense. And then with that, he's able to really build up his defense a lot. And he does do the Great Raise again. And along with that, he get triple super. So I think that's pretty good. Then he can get this active skill. It can be used turn 1 when facing a Pure Saiyan Realm of Gods category enemy. Or from the 4th turn from start of battle. And what that gives him is 24 key and 40% attack for 1 turn. So that's the Tech LR Broly effect. And I'm just going to let you guys know, the Tech LR Broly effect on this guy, I give him the highest attacks in the game. 23,000 attack and 786, 23,786k attack. That's the highest attack in the game, because if we take a look here at attack stats, STR Broly still has the highest attacks in the game. Not every LR is on here, right? But STR Broly still has the highest attacks in the game. 23,480. So this guy is going to be higher. And he gets all his attack on super. He's going to be nasty, basically. He has Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Preferred Battle, First Battle, Legendary Power. I got rid of Prodigies because I really want to keep Shocking Speed. I think Shocking Speed will be important for his teams. Even though he does get 4 key, obviously, right? I think Shocking Speed is just going to be a much, much important link. These are his teams, just typical Broly teams, right? Transformation Boost I gave him still, right? I feel like he could potentially not be on there, but I just gave him the category, right? And then next we have Omega Shenron. Let's pick this. Alright, I think this is gonna be like how his active skill looks. I think that'd be really cool for his active skill. That's why I imagine the whole screaming thing. This I can imagine like as an active skill kind of thing, right? So he's GT Bosses and Inhuman Deeds, Key 4 and 170% stats. Both of these need a new category leader. GT Bosses especially does, but Inhuman Deeds doesn't even have an actual category leader yet, so I guess you can't really say. I guess you could say it needs a new leader, but it hasn't had one in the first place. Like, Nappa and Vegeta's, obviously. I didn't consider them. The scatter is kind of dead right now, right? On his 12 key, I gave him Colossal damage to all enemies with a medium chance to stun. So, the AoE. If you guys remember that Whirlwind attack from the actual raid that Tech Omega Shenron does, in that one, in that raid where you get the Spirit Bomb Free Kid Goku, that's what I expect right here. His 18 key causes Mega Colossal damage, and he has a high chance to crit against super class enemies. I think that's a good ability, personally. I give him 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets Key 1, attack and defense plus 7% when doing an Ultra Super attack, and 7% damage reduction with each Extreme Class ally on the team. That's just kind of symbolizing the Dragon Balls, right? Where he absorbed all the negative energy Dragon Balls and became a Mega Shenron, right? So he wants to be with Extreme Class units really badly. I gave him the 30% attack and defense debuff that Omega has, right? The Omegas usually have this. And then he gave this interesting ability. He supports Extreme Class allies other than himself with Key 1 and 30% attack and defense. So he doesn't get this buff, but every other character that's Extreme Class does. So he's going to be a really good floater unit, I feel like. Especially with his damage reduction, he gets all this on Ultra Super attack. So the thing is that I didn't give this extra attack and defense 7% when doing an Ultra on his 12 key because it's an AoE, right? but it's for his 18 key, which is 18 key super attack. He's gonna hit very hard on the 18 key because his link set's very good, right? Especially if you get a lot of these links active, he'll be pretty nasty. These are just typical Omega teams, but I want to focus on his active skill. His active skill is probably like the best in the game or something like that, right? He gets this could be used. He does need 6 or more extreme class allies in the team, right? But it's like you're gonna have 6 or more extreme class allies in the team, and the teams are gonna run him on for the most part. Those not like saying like a Shadow Dragon Saga full power, maybe like Battle of Fate. You won't always have that, but he gets seal on him. He's guaranteed for 1 turn. Then he gets a high chance to do an additional super. So he can, like in Super Battle Road, you have this guy seal with his attack and defense debuff right there. And then he does double AoE, triple AoE. He just wipes the field. It's absurd. Like, easily the best Super Battle Road unit. It's time Broly gets replaced as that, right? And he has also the medium chance to stun. Just in case they survive, he can stun them. Also, a really good World Tournament unit. Obviously, you have to use his active skill, so that could take some time. You could use a skip active skill function, though, to be fair. But yeah. I think Omega looks very good. I would say maybe I made the Omega better than the Broly. I don't know, dude. These both are really good design. I not to like, you know, talk myself up, but I think I'm pretty good at designing units. There's still a lot. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep. This is gonna be a very long video, right? So EZA physical Omega should run. I think it's gonna be a part 2 EZA. His leader skill Shadow Dragon Saga Key 3, 107% to HP attack and defense. I gave him a 3-turn attack and defense raise, and then causes immense damage, and he greatly lowers defense rates. He's very similar to physical Cooler in design, which makes sense to me, right? They're similar units per EZA in a sense. I gave him 150% attack and defense. He gets 11% attack and defense with each attack performed, up to 77%. He debuffs enemies by 30% attack and defense. Then he launches an additional attack, but has a high chance to become a super attack. I believe Cooler has a medium chance. It made this a high chance. So, very simple, but this guy's going to be pretty nasty, right? The only issue is that we get the LR technically in the celebration, so it is what it is, right? Now this is something that I know a lot of people are excited for. The Broly. So Broly right here, I did something similar to Gogeta where I gave him different abilities pre and post fusion. Just cause one's gonna be used in Super Battle Road, the other in just long events. So this is his leader skill, key 4 and 107% to movie bosses, key 3 and 170% to full power. Give him a great raise on 1 turn, and then causes supreme damage. Key 6, attack plus 150%, and then defense plus 130%. He gets 7% critical hit chance with each key sphere he gets. And then he gets a high chance of an enemy's attack when he's facing 2 or more enemies. And then he transforms on 4th turn, right? Again, simple. Maybe his attack could be a little higher, but he gets like, if you give him like a lot of orbs, he can get a really high chance to crit, right? Because there's no cap to it. And he's AoEing, so he's going to be really good, I feel like. I feel like the one thing you got to be careful of is defense could be a little lacking, I would say. But I think his offense really kind of makes up for it too, right? Here's the full power Broly. Give him stacking defense, square lowering defense, doesn't really matter. Key 8 and 188% attack and defense. Very good, right? An additional 38% attack when performing a super attack. Just kind of saying in a sense. There's no 1 in there, but yeah. He performs an additional attack which has a high chance to become a super, and then he gets a high chance to crit when he's facing 1 enemy. So I think this Broly seems pretty nasty. Again, simple, but his stats are going to be so high. I don't think he needs to be like mega convoluted, like massive, passive, like these LRs need to, right? Next, I have a concept for the Extreme Z area, the DBS Broly Extreme Z area, where this Broly will EZA, this Golden Frieza EZA, and then we get a free-to-play Bulma card from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. So I made her kind of. This is gonna be a Majin Vegeta buff, essentially, in a sense, right? His leader skill is Dragon Ball Seekers, key 3 and 77% stats. She stacks defense, causes supreme damage with a high chance of stun, but she has a unit super attack with Vegeta as long as he's on the team. There, she stacks attack and defense and gets a great chance to stun. Her passive skill, she gets key 2 and 130% attack and defense. She gets a high chance to evade enemy's attack. And she gets 25% defense with each attack evaded. So this is kind of like the STR Whis effect. She has 30% damage reduction. She gives all allies Key 2 and 30% attack and defense. Very powerful ability, especially for a free unit, by the way. She can reveal enemy super attacks when there's a unit whose name includes Vegeta on the team, or when HP is 60% or below. Her link set sucks, honestly. It works. Well, her link set's actually pretty good for the Peppy Gals team, but it kind of sucks, right? Just in terms of like being like with the Vegeta on the team, for example. But that's what she supports, right? She's a very good slot 3 unit, and these are her categories. So she would actually be on Vegeta's family, Movie Heroes, Earthlings, Peppy Gals, and Dragon Ball Seekers. So I think this Bulma seems pretty good for a free-to-play unit, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. And then there's another concept. Baby's Minions Extreme Z area, where they would awaken the Trunks right here, the Gohan and the Goten. Then they could finally release this Videl unit and then give her all of them 2Rs and Easy Ace. I think that would be ideal. Now part 3 right here. This is the final section. So this is going to be Broly Raffle, a new LR concept. You need to have all 6 of the free-to-play Dragon Ball Super Broly units to kind of challenge this. So you need the Blue Goku, Tech Blue Vegeta, the In Super Saiyan Broly, Physical Golden Frieza, the S-Star Gogeta, and then the AGL Bulma. You need all of them on here to be able to challenge him, right? And then right here, you get this very powerful free-to-play Broly, which is going to be the 7th anniversary LR. Gifted Warriors category leader. I just think, we could use a new one of those, right? Even for free-to-play, I guess. For his 12 key, I give him stacking attack and defense, colossal damage, and a high chance of stun. For his 18 key, he greatly raises for 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal and a high chance of stun. So, both pretty good super attack effects. He gets Key 3 and 140% attack and defense. He gets 18% attack and defense with each Key Sphere obtained. And he creates a random type of Key Spheres to Rainbow Key Spheres. He gets a high chance to crit and a high chance to evade enemies' attack. So just... it's like really just dumb. She just does everything, right? I was like, hey, let's just make him do everything. Because Broly's a prodigy, right? He could do everything. I felt like in the movie, like the fact that it was like his first or second fight, and he was keeping up with like God Vegeta, Blue Goku. I feel like he deserves to like be a type unit that just does everything like this, right? I also gave him a revive mechanic. If HP is 60% or lower at the start of a character's attacking turn, and there's 2 more movie bosses category allies in the team, he could revive. And then this is gonna be where he revives, right? Basically, when God Vegeta's about to, like, kind of blast him away to oblivion, and he kind of just starts screaming or going the Fury mode and doing all this right here, that's what I imagine is arrived to me, and I think it would look very cool. Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. A good link set. Movie bosses, Pure Saiyans, Exploding Rage, Rapid Growth, Giant A Power, and Gifted Warriors. I think he'd be very good. Yeah, I think if Fury Broly, we need a new one at this point. 2 more Easy Ace. Extreme Z Battle, Destined Rival Saga 4. So this is going to be God Goku and God Vegeta Easy A. As a Destined Rival Saga. So like, it would be the same as like the Majin Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Kaioken Goku and Saiyan Saga Vegeta. Super Saiyan 4s had the same thing. Things like that, right? Leader Skill doesn't really matter, right? I give him attack and defense raise for 1 turn. And he sells super attack, causing screw damage. Gets Key through and 159% attack and defense. He randomly changes a certain type of Key Sphere to Rainbow. He gets an additional 15% attack and defense with Rainbow Key Spheres obtained. And then, obviously, damage receives 77% when there's a movie boss's enemy. It has made him a more powerful version of his current self. I feel like he's good already as he is, right? He just needs, like, an update in stats, is really what he needs. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess you could add another condition to this. Movie bosses. Like, imagine if it was movie bosses or Pure Saiyans. They wouldn't do that, right? That'd be too strong, but that'd be really good for him aging. Then the God Vegeta, I did him justice. Straight up, I just gave him Guaranteed Guard. Discards against all attacks. Guaranteed stuns the enemy when there's a movie bosses category enemy. Key 3 and 150% attack and defense. An additional 50% attack and defense with a form of a super attack. Kept it greatly stacking, give him a high chance to crit. I would say they're both good. It depends on their usage. Goku's more so of like a utility unit, while this God Vegeta is more so like I hit you hard and you die, and I tank well, right? It's kind of it. And finally, Part 3 LR EZA, Physical Super Gogeta. Everyone wants this guy to EZA, and I do too. I think it's finally time to get a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR EZA. Obviously, fusion category key through and 170% stats. Physical type, super physical key 3 and 130%. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn on both super attack effects. He gets 150% attack and defense. Gets 10% attack when attacking for 3 turns with each attack received. And he has 30% damage reduction. So, you want to put him in front of all the attacks, and he'll actually start being able to hit pretty hard. He gets key 2 in addition when collecting rainbow key spheres, and then he can transform when conditions are met. I made it the same 50% HP restriction, but it can be turn 4. So what happens is, you can go under the HP threshold, you can heal up to full, and then you can fuse with Tech Gogeta next to him, and then those two will be pretty good together, right? Speaking of Gogeta, there's a physical Gogeta. Raises attack and defense 1 turn, causes colossal damage and lowers attack. The greatly raised attack and defense 1 turn, mega colossal damage and lowers attack. Of course, he fully recovers HP. He gets key 3 and 180% attack and defense at the start of turn. His attacks are super effective against all types. He performs an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack. He gets a 30% damage reduction still. Key 3 in addition when collecting rainbow key spheres. I kept the transformation condition there, didn't I? I'm stupid. Don't mind me anyways. He doesn't transform again. Oops. But yeah, that's pretty much it there. So again, I wanted to clarify that that's possible, but that is what I think is very possible for the 7th anniversary of Dokkan Battle. Again, a much longer video than usual, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys watched it till the end, thank you for doing so and hearing, kind of my in-depth comments on why I built the units like this. Yeah, and let's just wait for the 7th anniversary. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.